everyone, and welcome to my show. If you're not familiar, my name is Dark, and in this show I talk about anything new or exciting in the wireless world. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails from people asking me to do a review on the Huawei Ascend 2, which is a handset that's been out with Cricket for a bit now. So I was like, you know what, just do it on one phone. That'll be kind of boring, you know. This phone's already been out, people pretty much know everything about the phone. So I said, let me do this. Let me take a chance and do a comparison between that phone and another phone that I haven't reviewed yet, which is the LG Optimus. So today is going to be a review or a comparison between the Huawei Ascend and the Optimus. I know reviews are kind of boring, so I'm going to try to keep it as fun and as quick as possible. I'm going to go over a few things, not really a deep interview or a deep comparison. I'm going to go over the size of the phones, comparison with the size, buttons, cameras, hardware, RAM, memory, speed, messaging on the phones, internet speed, and I guess that's about it. Battery life, yeah, battery life, that's an important one. And that'll be it. We'll go over that, and then you guys let me know what you think. You know, I'll try to give you a quick review with as much details as possible. Okay, stay tuned for a second. Okay, so we're back here. Here are both phones right here. Let me adjust this camera. I had to move the camera around. You guys won't see my face for a minute. A lot of people are like, yeah, thank God. But here we go. These are the phones. To my right we have the LG Optimus. To my left we have the Huawei Ascend 2, or Huawei. Well, call it whatever you want to call it, you know. That's fine, it's not an issue. The first test I would like to do, the first comparison I will go through is this size-wise. Let's stack them on top of each other. See how they look. If you can tell, the Huawei Ascend 2 is a lot slimmer than the Optimus, and it is a bit taller. If you like line them up, really, it is a bit taller. It's about, I would say, like a really tiny bit taller, and it's slimmer. Now, material-wise, they're both made of plasticky material. The LG Optimus has kind of a metal frame that goes around the screen, which kind of gives it a cool look. The Huawei Ascend is fully plastic, and you can feel it. It doesn't have much weight to it, and it has a nice finish to the back of it. It looks really cool. A lot of people compare it to the iPhone 3GS, the white version. It looks similar to it, which is true. And the LG Optimus kind of back is typical, like all the Optimuses that's been out there. This one actually been out with every single company out there. T-Mobile has it, AT&T has it, Sprint has it, and so goes south. Let's take a look at the back. If you can tell, this one here says 5.0 megapixel camera versus this is a 3.2. Let's get this camera focused. Yeah, 3.2 megapixel cameras on the Optimus. Okay, we'll go over that in a minute. On top of the phones, you'll see there are power keys and screen lock. You also, 3.5 jack for headphone jack. On this side, they both have volume rockers up and down, and the Optimus also has a quick access camera button, which is a cool feature. A lot of people, like, you know, they want to snap a picture right away, like they're in a rush, you're in a rush, you need to snap a picture quickly. Boom, push the button, hold it, take a photo right away. This side is, oh wow, nothing interesting on this side. Let's look at the bottom of it. They both have the micro USB port and the microphone. Now, one thing about the Ascend, the difference between them, I know they both have a micro USB port, but the Ascend 2 port is more likely to go out on a phone than the Optimus. I've seen a lot of people that have issues with this. The charging port just quit working or gets loose. So guys, please be very careful when you charge this phone. Do not plug in the charger and talk on the phone and wiggle it a lot. That will break that part over there. That's very sensitive, and it's not made of high-end material, basically. Now let's start our testing. Basically, I don't want to make it boring. Let's get started. The first test would be the boot up test. I'm gonna power both of these phones on and see which one of them will start first. Now keep in mind, the LG Optimus on my right has 512 megabytes of RAM, whereas the Ascend 2 has 256 megabytes of RAM. So it's kind of half the RAM basically, and you'll see what RAM does to a phone. It matters a lot in computers also. I mean, when you say, oh, this computer has a 4 gig of RAM, this computer has 1 gig of RAM, you'll notice a huge difference. So imagine what it'll do in phones. Well, if you look at it, the LG Optimus already boot up and is done scanning the micro SD card. Wow, that was really fast, and you can actually access it. Boom, we're in the main menu. The Huawei Ascend just finished. It's actually a bit slower, and you can actually tell that is a little bit slower than the Optimus. And let's go in. Few quick tests. First test I will do. Call quality, I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to go over that because since both phones are not active right now. But I've tested both phones. As far as call quality, the Optimus was a bit better. People said on the other end that they could hear me a lot clearer and my voice sounded more natural than on the Huawei too. Okay, let's get this screen back up. As far as Android layout of icons, I like the Optimus more because it's kind of more customizable when you go to the menu to where the apps are. See, it has a favorite bar where you can put your favorite apps, especially if you're an app lover, you have a million apps on your phone, you have to go through the apps and look like, oh, I can't find my app, it takes me forever. Boom, put it in your favorites, you can find it right away. That's not a big really difference because you can also customize the screen, the main screen, the home screen, and put your easy access apps over there. But I like that about the Optimus because you can customize it, and then when you download new apps, it'll have a new bar over here which says downloads, which all your new downloaded apps will be there. You'll know where to look when you're looking for a specific app. But yeah, another difference here, you got physical buttons for the menu, home, back, and search versus touch buttons. I really like the physical buttons better because they're less likely to go out on a phone than the actual touch buttons. Both screens look good. The LG Optimus screen is a bit brighter. It has crisper colors and images. I just like the way it looks on there. It's a lot better. Now let's do a web browsing test. Now both phones are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Okay? Don't worry about that page because I didn't start them at the same time. I'm going to go to another page. Let's type in mycricket.com. Same here. That kind of shows you what kind of keyboards both of these phones have. They both are pretty good on touch. The LG Optimus is more precise. I made less mistakes typing on the Optimus than the Ascend. So let's go and hit the go button, both of them at the same time. Let's see which one of these phones will open the page faster than the other.